This one hurts, but it's exciting. I'm going to try to make as many videos with this car as possible. We are in the Alfa Romeo. I'm actually on my way to go do something, but I want to film as much of this car because if you don't live around here and you don't check Facebook Marketplace, or you haven't been paying attention to a lot of my videos, this car is actually up for sale. I did list it a couple of weeks ago actually, and the reason because I want to buy a house. I want to be more serious about buying a house, and so I'm trying to be. I've put in my applications to get pre-approved. I found a place that I really like. I'm trying to move forward as much as possible with getting a house, and it's getting close. I think it's getting close. But one of the things is I don't want to stress myself out with having this car payment and trying to get a house, being young, having debt, and then trying to add a house mortgage on top of that. So I'm gonna try to be as financially responsible as I can, one thing at a time, and I just don't think it's viable to keep the car around if I'm trying to buy a house. I'm just gonna try and choose one over the other, and obviously a house wins because I've been trying to do that for a lot longer than I've been trying to get an Alfa Romeo. Alfa Romeo was kind of a surprise. I kind of chose it over a house last year. And so now this year, it's gonna be the opposite. I'm gonna try to get a house and get rid of the car. So it's kind of exciting, but it's kind of sad. And because of that, I'm just gonna try to make as much content with this car as I can. So today, I'm actually going to be doing about a 6-month ownership review. Like I said, I've had this car for close to 6 months now, right about 6 months, almost on the dot now. Bought it back in July, about the 25th, and it is now January 14th, 15th, I think. And it's been a fantastic car. I cannot explain to you how exciting this car has been to own, to drive. Everywhere I go, people compliment on it. The interior feel is probably one of the best cars I've ever been in. I have been so happy with this car. Maintenance on it has not been bad at all. I've been able to do it myself. If I need to change brake pads or anything like that, I could do that. It's been a very simplistic car to own compared to what I thought initially. So a lot of good things on this car. Right off the bat, there's about 2 bad things that I was really looking for in a car that I didn't get. One was cooled seats, and the other one was lane assist. Because I do things like this, and I'm actually driving with my knee, it would be kind of nice to have lane assist. So without having lane assist, it makes it a little bit more complicated, but I make it work. It's all right. Not that you should be doing this anyways. It's super comfortable, sporty looking seats that hold you in really well. The car is fast and fun and grips. It does everything that you really want it to do. If they could shave about 800 pounds off the car, it would make the 280 horsepower from this 4-cylinder turbo a lot better. It really would. You have a 3,600 pound car, you have 280 horsepower. You don't have a great horsepower to weight ratio. So I wish it was a little bit lighter, but it makes it really good for all year round. I bought this car right about that 22,000 mile mark. We're right at that 29,500 mile mark. So I've put a little over 7,000 miles on this car in that 6 months that I've had it. I have driven this car. I have loved this car. Road trips, it has been amazing. The gas mileage that this car gets is actually astounding. I mean, I can be cruising, set my cruise 95, going down the highway, getting 25 or more miles to the gallon. It really is not a bad car to take on a trip through the city. I've loved this car. Do I want to get rid of it? No, absolutely not. I would love to keep this car. I would love to get a house and have both of them. Literally would be a dream for me. We might try to make it work. I don't really know. I've got some offers on the car. I've got some ideas to sell the car. And I'm gonna try, just because, like I said, financially, seems like the most responsible thing to do, but for my heart, keeping them both around would be fantastic. Sit in here and it looks like it could be an exotic styled car. Like it really does look that good. Like it's a fun, easy car to drive, so smooth. The suspension and everything in here is fantastic. The shifts. One of the biggest things about this car that I've absolutely loved is how fast this thing shifts. It is literally like lightning shifts. You cannot feel it. It just clicks in and it goes, and it's fantastic. I love having a sunroof, and I would take the noise over getting rid of the sunroof, especially having two of them. You have the panoramic roof for the back, and then you have the sunroof for the front. I would keep them over getting rid of them. But it does start to make a lot of wind noise after 120. Everybody talks about how bad the backup cameras are on these cars. They're not good, but having it again over not having it at all is a huge plus. I can back this into my garage into a tiny corner without having to check behind me. Just using my mirror and my backup camera, I can get inches away from my motorcycles, pack this car in nice and tight, and I have never hit anything trying to back it in. So with my car, this is actually the first time that I've driven it on snow, and one of the first times that I've ever had it on gravel. So the fact that I'm on gravel and snow right now is kind of stressing me out. But you know, I wanted to find a little bit of a scenic place to stop so I could show you guys this car, and hopefully you guys can appreciate it as much as I do. Just all the curves and lines on this car, it's fantastic. I've always been super impressed with the headlights on here at night. When I'm out in the middle of nowhere on a highway, you turn your high beams on, you can see the tops of trees far down the road, and it's fantastic. Nothing about driving this car anywhere has ever sketched me out, and so it's been one that I've had a lot of fun taking places, and I would recommend taking anywhere you want to. I've traveled to the mountains. I wish I could have taken this car because it would have been such a great car to have, and unfortunately I didn't take it because of the lack of storage. So I mean, you fit 4 guys in here, you're going to be cramped, and you don't have a ton of room in the trunk. So it's not super bad, but again, I travel with friends most of the time, and fitting 4 people's luggage in there, I mean, it's really only the length of my arm deep. So you got probably 3 by 3 foot and 9 roughly cubic feet of space. Not the most space to store. Okay, so I cannot remember where I left off yesterday, but look how filthy the car got. Just, I mean, that is not the color that the wheels are supposed to be, and it is everywhere. Do I regret driving it yesterday? A little bit, but the best thing about this car is it does so well in all weather conditions, and there's really nothing that I would complain about this car overall. Like, if somebody, I mean, there's a few small things, like I said, doesn't have cooled seats, blah blah blah, little things, but overall, absolutely love this car. Yes, I would suggest to get one if you wanted one. They're fantastic, look good all the way around. 4.5 stars, easily. But I'm going to end this video off a little bit in the Ranger. I'm going to throw you right into the action right away. We just found a fun little path to go down and do some stupid little stuff in it, so I'm going to end you out on that. Also, a little bit of just some trailing in the Ranger with the boys. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. If you did like this video, let me know. All right, comments, likes, subscribe. Let me know. We'll see ya. That's where I meant to go, boys. Sorry. That's the shortcut. Yeah. Step up. Oh yeah. Oh. Dude, the box is so far up in the air. Yeah. Oh shit.
Wait, one second. Probably gonna be right into the fucking tree. It's like a hot dog down the hallway. Dude, this feels sick. This is freaking Joe. Loaders coming through here, taking all this pile. What the shit? Going straight here? Or?
Yeah.
Let's go straight.
Honestly, it feels way smoother driving.
Yeah, dude, it does.
He's like, this is rally team, that's how I'm going to drive.
This is as smooth as the highway right now.